So I sent a bunch of lawyers to a toy conference. And I think that's a great idea. Let me tell you why. So let's talk a bit about how you can bring in sales, how you can bring in customers, because the creative world, a lot of people I know who are very good at their craft, they're very good at being creative, they love doing the work, they're very good at it, but they're not particularly good at selling it. My mother was a great example, super creative, did all kinds of masterpieces in my eyes. Here, let me show you an example. So I just got this one. So it's like a beautiful, beautiful piece. That. You see it? Cool, right? But she had zero commercial bones. She would never be able to sell this. Even if somebody asked, do you sell any of your work? She'd be, because for her, that was just part of her creative expression. You know, I don't ask her. I'm like, I don't know. And I know lots of creatives struggle with the same thing. They love what they do. They might not be good at selling it. And even when they do step out and they go for, let's say, a networking event, they hang out with people who are just like them. If you're a coach, they go to coaching conferences. If they're designers, they go to design conferences. If they're photographers, they go to photographer conferences, which in a way is cool because I'm sure you can meet people and learn from them and build a bit of that network. But if you want to bring in business, then that is not the place to go. Oh, and if you like this video, give us a little like below. It helps out the algorithm, helps us grow, and lets the world know that you appreciated this, and I appreciate you for doing that. So why would I send a bunch of lawyers to a toy conference, I hear you say? Well, let me explain. A friend of mine is an IP lawyer. I wanted to come up with new and creative ways to bring in new customers. So when I asked, where do you normally go to? Like, where do you network? He said, well, we always go to IP lawyer conferences with the latest things around intellectual property and how that works and intellectual property. So rather than going there, where there's people just like you fighting for the same kind of work, why don't you go somewhere else? Why don't you try a more creative path? And we had this idea of going to a toy conference. I guess at a toy conference, you're going to see lots of different toys and technologies and maybe new kind of designs that are out there or ways to get toys into the world. It will be toy-licious. So I said, why don't you put a bit of money down and rent a stand at that conference, and rather than standing there with toys, you just get a whole bunch of counterfeit toys, the fake Mickeys, fake Minis, fake Transformers. You put all those kind of fake toys up there with a big banner that says, if you want to avoid this happening to you, come and have a chat. Now, is that going to work? Is that going to massively grow your business? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it's something different and it's where your customers are going. And again, it doesn't have to be a toy conference. Think about your world. Hey there, Editing Yuri here. So my main point here is go where your customers are. Very often we like to hang out with people who are a bit like us because it's safe and it's convenient. But the trick is, if you want to get more work in, you're gonna have to go where your customers are, where they hang out, and connect with them over there. That's going to make all the difference. If you are let's say a photographer, you go to photography conferences. Could you go somewhere completely different? Could you be like the only photography at a fitness conference, right? At a Bitcoin conference, whatever it is. Once you're like the only one there, it's easy for you to stand out. And you're also going where your customers, where your target audience is going. And if you want to find out ways how you can turn a creative idea in your mind into something that's real and kind of tested with the real world, click on this video over here, because I will talk about kind of prototyping, which is an early version of prototyping, and basically turn an idea into something that's real. I'll catch you next time.